Hey everyone, I'm doing a short demo on the use of this 8-inch knife, and I'll give you some ideas on things you can do with it. For one, I do prefer the 8-inch versus I have a 5-inch and a shun knife, which is one of the more expensive knives, but I'll show you the difference here. With this knife, for example, cutting an onion and say you want to dice it, you can cut thin slices. Okay, I'm not going to cut a lot because whatever I cut is going to be wasted. But at any rate, put them all together and we can dice very small dices. This is just with a slice of an onion. Okay, if you want to make it smaller, that's easy to do with this knife. Chop really small. All you have to do is put your fingers on the end of the knife, use the weight of the knife to do the chopping. Pretty simple. And you can make them as small as you like. You can make them very small, actually. So that's the demonstration for chopping of onions. And actually, sometimes I use a machine if I have to do a large quantity, but if you need a small quantity of onions, this works perfectly. In this part of the review, I'm going to chop some fresh parsley, and I'll show you a little trick that I learned. Break off some of the stems. And if you have a box cutter, it's really easy to take off the leaves. You just stick it into one of the little slots, pull it through, and you got your leaves. You don't have to pull them off individually. So we're going to pull all of these off. So now we have all of our leaves taken off the stems, and we can chop them. Again, hold the end of the knife with your finger and just use the weight of the knife. Nice thing about this is if you don't have a sharp knife, it actually bruises the herbs, so they don't look quite as nice. They're kind of brown on the end. And doing it this way, if you have a sharp knife, they come out really nice and they're all still like really green. So look how small I'm making this now. And like I was saying, if you were using a 5-inch knife, you have a very small area that you can cover with this. To me, it's like a kind of a pain in the neck. So the 8-inch blade works a whole heck of a lot better. And look how nice this is. This is like really well chopped. So anything you would want to use chopped parsley in, this works really well. So I hope this review was helpful for you, and thank you for watching.
Alright, this is the Misen chef's knife, and as you can see, it is full tang, which I absolutely love. This knife is amazing. It cuts through vegetables and meats without issue, without fail. It's pretty sharp. It comes ready to go. And I like that it's not too heavy. It's got a nice weight to it, but it's not too heavy. And so it doesn't, you know, cause your wrist. If you're having to cut up a lot of vegetables, like I do sometimes, you're not having to worry about fatigue happening in your hand. And so this is great for those of you who have to do a lot of cutting. I like that the belly is not too big. And again, it is super sharp, ready to go right out of the thing, and it cuts through vegetables without fail. And I can show you. And just be very careful because it is super sharp. But I really like this knife. I like how lightweight it is. It does not come with a sheath to put over it, but I keep mine on a magnetic strip so I can just grab it whenever I need it. If you want to put it in a knife block, I'm sure it'll fit just fine. But it is your typical nice quality knife. This is better than those knives that come in the block that only cost like $50-something. Not anything against those, but this is a good quality chef's knife that you'll be grabbing for years to come. And again, it's got a weight to it, but it's nice and comfortable, and you'll be able to hold it to do the cutting that you need to cut without any issue whatsoever. And so, but that is the Misen knife. I hope that helps you make an informed decision, and you have a wonderful day.